This is Carol Parisi with Dennis Prager. We are at the One Night Only event here in Rosemont, Illinois. Thank you, Mr. Prager. What did you think the best thing of the night was?
The best thing of the night was the experience that 3,000 people had in the vicinity of Chicago to experience articulate, funny, healthy, happy conservatives. Everything was a highlight in that sense.
So you say Chicago, like, is there something wrong with conservative in Chicago?
Yeah, just as I come from LA, there's something wrong with conservative in LA. We're an oxymoron, unfortunately. The urban centers produce a lot of unhealthy thought. People live lives that are very atomized in urban centers. There's a great deal of anonymity. They live a lot by theories. They theorize about nature that they don't live in the midst of. They theorize about animals that they don't live with. They theorize about the poor that they never see. And they theorize about giving to charity when they rely on the state to do it. The urban world produces a world of theory. Whereas I think when you leave the urban world, you know your neighbors more, you know nature more, you understand animals better. It's not a world of theory.
So how do we change the hearts and minds of the theorists?
It's very difficult. The combination of media, I mean all media. I mean news media, newspaper media, magazine media, MTV media, movies media. It's a world that saturates the soul from the left. And the combination of that with elementary school, high school, college, and graduate school echoing that left-wing echo chamber, and that combination of education and media, television, is very difficult to fight. The reason that the United States can resist it and Europe cannot is that we have other forms of thought here, like talk radio, like blogging on the internet, like Fox News. I mean, there's a whole series of cultural that we're really the counterculture. Mm-hmm. So it's a battle for the soul of America. As I said tonight, it is a battle between the American and French revolutions.
Do you think Mitt Romney or Barack Obama is going to win on Tuesday?
I think Mitt Romney. I live in the same state of worry that, most Americans, left or right, are worried. We're each worried about different candidate, but of course I worry. To be honest, I'm very sad that it's even close. I sit and I marvel at what has happened in the United States, that somebody that left-wing with no accomplishment to show, an utter failing of 4 years, foreign policy, domestic policy, economic policy, that it's close is a tragedy.
Does that say something about that entitlement mentality where all kids show up to a baseball game and get the trophy?
Yes,
do you think we become that?
Yes, it is exactly that. The self-esteem movement, which originated in my state of California, among many other foolish ideas, and with my generation, the baby boomer generation, among many of the foolish ideas of our generation, instead of teaching children self-control, we teach them self-esteem. And just for the record, the people with the highest self-esteem in our society are violent criminals. Roy Baumeister, a professor of psychology in Florida, previously in Ohio, has written, he is one of the leading criminologists in America. And he is the one who opened my mind to that fact, that the people with the highest self-esteem in our society are people who torture, rape, and murder. Because they're so intoxicated with their self-worth, they feel they can do that to others who are, after all, worthless. We breed bad people when we breed high self-esteem in young people. And there's another simple test, aside from the professor's example. I ask audiences on my radio show and live to think of the finest people they know. Well, it could be a relative, an acquaintance, but that they know. The persons with the greatest integrity, the finest character. Ask all of them, did you have high self-esteem as a child? And 99% will say no.
It's something for us to think about as parents. You hoping for a change on Tuesday?
Am I hoping for change on Tuesday? Do bulls have, well, how shall we put it nicely? Do bulls have, well, do cows have udders? We'll stick to the female.
Okay, well, we'll stick with that. Thank you so much.